breaking news coming in. This is another Congress Muslim face on the warpath. After Shakeel Ahmed, Rashid Alvi now flags Congress gaps. Cong Muslim face publicly vents Rashid Alvi has come out to say, and I quote, gap between the high command and workers. He's also said, worrying trend emerging in the Congress. This is alarm bell for the Gandhis that we see. Remember, earlier we had been focusing on how Shakeel Ahmed has also flagged the same. There's an entire development on that particular part where he's quit, but also on the other side we've seen differences between the party's high command and a veteran leader like Shashi Tharoor also being flagged at the same time. With elections coming up across states at this point of time in just a few months' time, this might actually cause quite a bit of trouble for the Congress party. We will listen into what Rashid Alvi has flagged at this point of time before we proceed to a discussion.
बड़ी परेशानी ये है कि यहाँ पे कोई फोरम ही नहीं जिस पे बात की जा सके। आमतौर से नेताओं से मिलना मुश्किल है लोगों का, तो बात कोई कहे तो कहाँ कहेगा। CWC के तो मेंबर है नहीं कोई आदमी, और कोई दूसरा फोरम है नहीं, किससे बात कही जाए? बात तो तब कही जाए जब मुलाकात हो, ये मुश्किल है।
Now viewers, remember, this isn't the first time a complaint, or rather this particular issue has been raised within the Congress party. Time and again, there have been leaders in the past, and tall leaders in the past, who have left the party and have made similar claims that it is extremely difficult. There's a huge gap between the high command and the rest of the party. So this doesn't come in as a surprise, but the timing of this very development might actually have a very crucial impact in the upcoming elections. Because remember, there are states where the Congress has its voter base in the minority communities itself, and for leaders of a party which continuously claim to be standing up for the rights of the minority community, we see one after the other, their leaders from that particular community coming in and flagging this very issue, that it's very difficult to get to the very high command and communicate their issues to the high command. That might cost them the particular elections upcoming in these few months across states. Mosumi Singh joining me on the broadcast with more details on this. Mosumi, a very good afternoon to you. You know this particular development, again, like I was just mentioning, it isn't the first time, it isn't the first leader who comes out to say that the high command within the Congress is inaccessible. There is a huge gap in communication. There's a lack of platforms to in fact come out and flag issues or communicate with the high command.
He said this is not the first time, and the question is within the Congress party that who is actually listening, because if you look at the trends in the past where leaders have spoken out, most of them are either being put on the fringe or put on the outskirts, periphery of the Congress's internal affairs, or many a time leaders have voiced their opinions about the internal party democracy or a centralized system of command, where there is one high command and there is the accessibility is the issue. But perhaps it has landed on their ears amidst the Congress leadership, where there is often an accusation that the circle around Rahul Gandhi has made this entire communication very difficult with the party top brass, and there is only one way flow of communication that's happening in the Congress. Shakeel Ahmed, Rashid Alvi, at one point of time, they were at the helm of affairs, meeting Rahul Gandhi, speaking to him on a daily basis. In fact, Rashid Alvi was one of those leaders where Rahul Gandhi had heaped praises on him. And after that, suddenly he was put on the fringe. The question really is that whether it is just a problem of the leadership or the Congress party at large, where, the Congress leaders are finding it difficult to navigate through the entire mammoth machinery of the BJP and, reap any dividends as far as success in the electoral politics is concerned.
Very true. Mosumi, stay with us. We'll just quickly play out that very reaction that's coming from Rashid Alvi. Let's listen in, viewers.
कांग्रेस पार्टी में एक बड़ी परेशानी ये है कि यहाँ पे कोई फोरम ही नहीं जिस पे बात की जा सके। आमतौर से नेताओं से मिलना मुश्किल है लोगों का, तो बात कोई कहे तो कहाँ कहेगा। सीडब्ल्यूसी के तो मेंबर है नहीं कोई आदमी, और कोई दूसरा फोरम है नहीं, किससे बात कही जाए। बात तो तब कही जाए जब मुलाकात हो, ये मुश्किल है। कांग्रेस पार्टी में एक बड़ी परेशानी ये है कि यहाँ पे कोई फोरम ही नहीं जिस पे बात की जा सके। आमतौर से नेताओं से मिलना मुश्किल है लोगों का, तो बात कोई कहे तो कहाँ कहेगा। सीडब्ल्यूसी के तो मेंबर है नहीं कोई आदमी, और कोई दूसरा फोरम है नहीं, किससे बात कही जाए। बात तो तब कही जाए जब मुलाकात हो, ये मुश्किल है।
Mosumi Singh continues to be with us on the broadcast at this point of time. Mosumi, let's also understand one thing. Elections are coming up, not just in one state, but 4 states, 1 union territory, and with leaders from a particular community coming out to flag this. And not just leaders from a particular community, we've seen veteran leaders like Shashi Tharoor also flagging issues and skipping key meetings at this point of time. This doesn't bode well for the party right ahead of elections, and that too in states like Kerala.
Question is that whether there is a reality check that's happening within the Congress party. Because every time a leader flags an issue, be it a Shashi Tharoor or a Rashid Alvi, a Shakeel, Ahmed, there are motives attributed to these leaders. Perhaps they want a better post, but perhaps they're looking for a more prestigious reward from the leadership. But the bigger question is that there is a sense brewing within the Congress, especially amongst the grassroots workers, who feel that they have been left in the lurch. They're out there, the foot soldiers of the Congress, and they feel a disconnect. Whether they feel a disconnect with the party leadership with Delhi is the question that needs to be answered by the Congress leadership. Whether, like Indira Gandhi or leaders in the past, whether there could be an open darbar where anybody could walk in, any Congress leader could walk in and, communicate his angst to Indira Gandhi. We remember those times when leaders and workers from her constituency, right, really would just march into the house and speak, and Indira Gandhi would give them full audience. So that was the time that people generally in close circles